All right. Time for another session of malt reviews. Uncle Mike, Uncle Narbo.
What's up?
And we're going to be doing a legendary Bruichladdich bottle. This is a 1970 vintage, bottled in 2002, 31-year-old Bruichladdich. This was an auction purchase by us, and the reason for the purchase is we were told by many collectors, connoisseurs, reviewers, etc., that this is the best Bruichladdich they've ever tried. Scores really high amongst many people that we respect, and you do your research and you go for the purchase. So that's the reason for this purchase. This is bottled at 44.2% ABV, and as you can see, we've done some damage to it over the years. All right, so without further ado, this has been breathing here for a little bit. 30-plus-year-old whiskey.
Nice pale gold.
Color suggesting that this has been aged in bourbon casks.
Yeah.
So, 70s vintage Bruichladdich. It's been aging for 30-plus years. Bourbon cask. Naturally, you expect the fruit bomb, and it is a fruit bomb. So here we go. On the nose. And that's exactly what it is. There's loads and loads and loads of fruits. It just smacks you in the face to the point where you can't even pick them apart. So,
oh my god.
One thing when you're doing these kind of reviews is like you're getting millions of fruits on the nose, but you just kind of say whatever comes to mind and that you're kind of remembering. But there's so many other fruits here that...
It's like every fruit ever made.
Exactly. So it's kind of, mango and papaya and orange and lemon and grapefruit and nectarines and tangerines and pears and apples. It's all there. White grapes. Sorry, Mike, I literally named like every fruit. You don't have much left to say, but I'll say for both of us, tons and tons of fruits. Fresh, very fresh.
All soaked in like creamy, like crepes. Wow.
Definitely has that like crepe, sweet bread element to it, custardy element to it.
It's got better.
It's definitely like vanilla ice cream. Sweet pears, like cooked pears.
Absolutely concentrated. Like more on the lighter side of orchard fruits, like light pear and apple compote. So super slowly cooked, super concentrated.
It's also oily, like orange oil.
Oh yeah. But very, very fruit and the light crepe and pastry, very bourbon cask oriented.
Absolutely. Very creamy. Vanilla ice cream for sure.
And just that, Bruichladdich is known for, because it's an island distillery, there is some peat, but it's very soft, light.
It's so light. The
Very
peat
light
element
peat.
of this is so light. I don't know if this is a non-peated. Apologize for not doing proper.
This is even less peat than you normally get in
This-
Bruichladdich, even though it's light.
I'm trying to read if it says non-peated, but if it is,
think
the
it
peat,
says.
the peat has kind of gone away from, throughout the aging, and there's just very, 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 very slight hints of it.
Yeah, so I think I was gonna say I might get some salt, some
Yeah.
lemon, even a little bit of oyster, like tiny bit oyster maritime qualities, but it's super subtle even compared to most Bruichladdich.
It's definitely peated, but it's just very, very, very light.
It's very much in the background. It's so fruit bomb forward.
But with that light peat in the background, along with all those luscious fresh fruits, and the sweetness and the creaminess, then you add that like croissant, sweet like pastry element to it. Makes a very nice whiskey.
Yeah, and now I'm getting, when I first opened this, one thing that I haven't gotten since now, it's been years since it opened, I'm getting pure almond joy candy bars. So heavy milk chocolate, heavy almond, heavy coconut. Crazy, like along with the little bit of like maritime, like soft sand, little ocean spray coming in qualities. Very unique.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. Palate?
Let's do it.
Juicy. Juicy fruit gum. You ever chewed on juicy fruit gum? Hate to compare whiskey to a cheap piece of gum, but it's very candied and very fruity. Just like the nose suggested, very creamy, mouth-watering. Your mouth salivates immediately after you swallow the whiskey. Your mouth starts salivating, and then the fruits, everything's just kind of rolling through. Really, really, really nice, creamy mouthfeel.
Yeah, so still definitely getting that almond joy candy bar on the palate as well. Not quite as much as the nose, but the milk chocolate coated over the beautiful almonds and the fresh coconut, kind of tropical elements. But yeah, definitely very luscious, juicy, tropical fruits to go with the juicy fruit gum Narb's talking about. And I get much more of the light peat and maritime Isla qualities that I would expect out of Bruichladdich on the palate versus the nose.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable. The amount of peat is excellent because you want the fruit to be what you're experiencing more of rather than that raw peat. But when that tiny bit of peat and that tiny bit of just ever so slightly mineral, kind of that like salty ocean spray kind of comes back just ever so slightly in the background, adds complexity to it, which brings up the score of the whiskey by a point or two. So,
wonderful, wonderful balance.
Yeah.
On the palate.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got a nice medium long finish.
I swear to God, it's like I'm eating an almond joy chocolate bar. It's unbelievable. Oh, so much milk chocolate, toffee, fudge. With the tropical fruits, so complex. Oh, wow.
Score-wise, so this is a bottle that we mentioned that we followed people's opinions on it, and it is an amazing whiskey. I'm glad we got to try it. I will admit, that being said, by the way, I scored a 91 out of 100, which is amazing. Very, very happy. The only disappointing element of that is I was hoping, before we bought it, we were hoping for more like a 94 level. And to some people it is. Some people it's higher than that. But for my taste, it's an amazing, amazing whiskey. But it scores a 91 out of 100. And that's nothing to be disappointed over, but it is very expensive. So would have hoped for maybe 1 or 2 points more. So I'm not rushing to pay, $1,000 plus for it. But really, really glad I got to try it. And it's just an incredible fruity whiskey. How'd you score it?
I give it 92 out of 100.
Yeah, so as you guys can tell, we really, really like it as well. Bruichladdich 1970. Let us know if you guys have tried this. By the way, I'm gonna let you guys know, for you people that are really into sherried whiskeys, Bruichladdich recently released a 1986 30-year-old sherried whiskey, and they also released a few other ones too. 32-year-old bourbon one. I got to try the 1986 30-year-old sherry a couple times. It's really, 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 really nice. I really, really liked it a lot. It actually tastes exactly like a Macallan, so it kind of blew my mind. I would have never, ever known that it was a Bruichladdich. It just tripped me out. It almost was like fake. But really, really unique. I know it has nothing to do with this bottle, but just kind of wanted to throw it out there because it is a current release and it's available out there. It's expensive. It's about $900, but it's available out there in case you were curious to know how that was. If you're, if you like our opinion, if you take our opinion on it, it is very, very good. Anyways, wanted to conclude with that, and we'll see you guys soon with another review.
Cheers. Enjoy.